What's going on, Detroit Lions fans? Early on a Wednesday, Brad Holmes does not sleep, I guess. Another move made by the Lions here, but in this time, it's a trade. They have traded away wide receiver Tim Patrick to the Jacksonville Jaguars for an exchange. They got a 6th-round pick back in return. They traded away Tim Patrick, and I will say, Tim Patrick, I did not expect this to happen, to be honest with you. I know they kept 6 wide receivers, but I guess I was just naive enough to think they were going to roll into the season with 6 wide receivers. I didn't think they would trade Tim Patrick, but they did, and they got a 6th-round pick in return. The Jags get Tim Patrick. They get another outside weapon for Trevor Lawrence, and this opens up now playing time snaps for Isaac TeSlaa and even Dominic Lovett, and Khalif Raymond. Now they stick with 5 wide receivers, which I guess my guess would be that's where they wanted to be all along. And they just weren't able to, they just kept 6 knowing they were going to trade one. Now, Tim Patrick didn't have a great camp. He even came out and said, I haven't had a great camp. And Isaac TeSlaa's had an excellent camp. And Khalif Raymond was even seen playing with the ones at times as well. So, for Tim Patrick, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows all training camp. He didn't necessarily show out and, live up to what we usually expect out of Tim Patrick, which is a very good wide receiver 3. This doesn't surprise me a ton that they moved on. I guess it was just the timing. I didn't think at this point that they were just sticking with Tim Patrick. I know he had a shaky camp, so I would understand why they would, because Isaac's so far ahead of where we all thought he would be that they're probably more comfortable moving on from Tim Patrick. But hey, this business. You got 5 wide receivers rolling into this season, and they also made another corresponding move as well after trading Tim Patrick away, and they decided to sign another former Jacksonville Jaguar, Daniel Thomas, the safety. They signed him, and he fills up a roster spot now because they traded away Tim Patrick. They already had 3 roster spots, remember, and they traded away Tim Patrick, so now they have 4 roster spots open. Then they just signed Daniel Thomas. So now they're back to 3 roster spots open. Thomas spent the last 5 seasons with the Jacksonville Jaguars playing in 71 games as a big special teams piece. So there you go. There's some safety depth for all the people that were wondering what's going on with that safety room. And wish nothing but the best for Tim Patrick, man. I do. He was good for the Lions last year. He was. But I think Isaac TeSlaa is ready to fill in that role. I do. I think he's going to fill that role fine. And I know some people commented, what does this mean for Jackson Meeks? Will Jackson Meeks be back? I mean, if they wanted to keep Jackson Meeks, they would have kept him and traded away Tim Patrick still. They wouldn't have. They wouldn't have let Jackson Meeks go through the waiver wire if they wanted to bring him back. So I think they want to bring him back to the practice squad, but I'm referring to the people that think, well, maybe he'll be back on the active roster. It's like, guys, they would have just kept him and traded away Tim Patrick. So I don't think that I think it's more about Isaac TeSlaa, more about Dominic Lovett, more about the young receivers they have. They want to give those guys more of an opportunity. And I think Isaac's going to get a lot more opportunity early on. So that's what I take away from this. So Isaac TeSlaa stock going up, Tim Patrick stock going down a little bit. That's why they want to get rid of him. So 6th-round pick, you'll take it. Comment down below. What do you think of the move? Isaac TeSlaa, Dominic Lovett. What does it mean for them? What do you think of the Lions trading away Tim Patrick? And what do you think about Brad not sleeping at all? I don't think he slept 1 minute because he decided to make this trade at 4 a.m. Not literally, but it's crazy. But comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And we'll be live tonight talking about it more in depth, 8 to 10 p.m. So you're going to want to be there. You're not going to want to miss it. And don't be surprised. Brad's going to make more moves. I still think there'll be more signings to fill in the rest of the roster. And I don't expect any trades, but I guess I said that, and there was Tim Patrick being traded. So, yeah, Brad always keeps you on the edge of your seat. But we'll be back tonight, 8 to 10 p.m. So be there. Come hang out with us. Until then, I will catch you. Hey, what's going on there? It's Jeff Iafrate. Appreciate you for finishing the video. You can check out one of the videos here suggested or show support by commenting, liking, and subscribing. And buy your merchandise, officialctsports.com.